Hey everybody, hope you are all doing well. And I decided to do this post because I've gotten a number of questions from folks about where the articles are. Typically I would have the weekly article from Cherish Ephesians 6:4 come out Saturday mornings, and I've kind of gotten away from that. So had a few questions about that. So I thought I'd give you an update as to why the articles are not done with. They've just kind of been put aside for a little bit. So I've been using Apple Podcast and the website and a YouTube account to house my material, the stuff that I produce, hopefully helpful materials for the Christian community and also for non-Christians as well. But keeping the website up to date has been frustrating. And I've also learned that the best chance for viewership or listenership is really on YouTube. So I went to my YouTube channel and focusing on that now, cleaning up a bunch of things, trying to improve it and so on. That's really what's been taking my time. So you might be wondering how many followers I have at this point. Between the YouTube account and the podcast, maybe about 500 or so followers. Not a huge number, but considering the stuff I do requires someone to pay attention and think, which culturally is not too popular these days, but to think for at least 5 minutes is tough. And some of the stuff I do is even as much as 45 minutes long if it's a recorded sermon. You might wonder how many views or listens I've gotten to date. It's about 20,000. And for some of you, that might sound like a lot. It's not really. For others, it might sound like almost nothing because in this day and age, somebody can post something on a TikTok account or an Instagram, whatever, and within an hour get 10,000 views or 20,000 views or listens, whatever. So it's really not that much, but I don't do sound bites. I don't do short videos. I don't do entertainment. So that makes my pipeline of potential listeners pretty small. And also, I speak from, shall we say, a conservative viewpoint from the Bible. So I think that probably the number of people who have actually listened to a full podcast or a full video on YouTube, probably 2,000 to 4,000 people who listened or viewed an entire video or read an entire article. But still, I'm encouraged because although I love the numbers to be much greater, if I can have several hundred people that are paying attention to this and they find it to be helpful and God is using it, then I'm thrilled. And what's even better with YouTube, I can receive comments there. People can send me emails or ask questions and so on, and I get an opportunity to interact with them, not directly, but sort of through the channel. I've done about 450 videos to date, and you might wonder, what are they all about? So I do a bunch of different things. I've got daily devotions written by someone who was a Charles Spurgeon contemporary by the name of William J. back from the 1800s. So that's a daily devotion I'm working on. I'm trying to get out the entire 365 days, so that's going to take a while. I've got books that I've recorded by Puritan authors such as The Mortification of Sin by John Owen, very famous. All Things for Good by Thomas Watson. Precious Remedies Against Satan's Devices by Thomas Brooks. Thoughts for Young Men by J.C. Ryle, and so on. And then I've got some evangelistic booklets that have been written. 3 of them very useful, very helpful by the great John Blanchard. Why the Cross is one, Ultimate Questions is another, and Jesus, Dead or Alive, is another. Also, I'm working on a series called I've Met You, directed towards those who are falling away from the faith or who have fallen away from the faith. I've also got booklets from great theologians that I've recorded, such as John Bunyan's Christian Behavior, or Duty of Parents by J.C. Ryle, or Call to Prayer by J.C. Ryle. And then I've got those recorded sermons that maybe you've never heard of by Charles Spurgeon, or I've got one by Jonathan Edwards as well. And then, of course, I write articles. I still do, and I will as time permits, but that's kind of where it's gone recently. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. This is probably too long a video, but there it is, and you will see some articles in the future. I hope you'll visit the YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and enter in the search bar Cherish Ephesians 6:4. And you'll find the site with all of these sorts of things I'm talking about, and maybe some things there that would be helpful to you, as well as maybe something you would see that you would like to pass on to a believer or a non-believer that you might think would be helpful. So that's it. Hope you all are doing well, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.